Welcome back to the channel. My name is a-bomb. We are back with Football Manager 2021 and Eastern Resurgence 2 with Steaua Bucharest, and today we play our first league game in the third league, Series 4. We're against Voluntari. Bit of a change of schedule, and I'll explain why in a second. But yeah, our first league game today. We have played a couple of competitive games in the Cup, so I'll go through the results from that. I would say I'll go through transfers, but there haven't been any because we have no money, so we can't buy anyone. But yeah, I'll go through a couple of player bits and then we'll jump into the match. Thank you for the support on episode 1. Again, leave likes and stuff if you're enjoying it and comment about what sort of stuff you want to see. One thing I didn't show last time was which leagues I had loaded, so I'll show you that now. So as I said with Timo's mega pack for leagues, you can manage a team in almost any country in the world. So we have managed to load up some other leagues, or a few more leagues. So we have Romania down to tier 4, and as you can see, we've got a number of other leagues. Moldova are the only league that you can't play in that I have here in the normal game. So Moldova has been added from Timo's pack, and the other nations, they're all neighbouring nations of Romania. So I've gone with all Romania's bordered countries, so Hungary, Bulgaria, Serbia and Ukraine, and Turkey are just across the Black Sea as well. And I've got those leagues loaded down to the lowest that they can be. So we have 215,000 players. At the moment, we can only scout teams in our league. So we can't really get foreign players now, but hopefully once we come into some money, we can start scouting a bit further abroad. So as I said, there haven't been any transfers, only stuff that's happened in real life before we started the game. Now we do have £375 per week in our wage budget. You might ask, where's that come from? You haven't sold anyone. Where's it come from? We haven't sold anyone. Someone has retired. Robert Elek was a 32-year-old striker that we had. He was our third choice striker, 2 stars. He did score in one of our friendlies, but unfortunately suffered a cruciate injury, which would keep him out for 8 to 9 months. And at 32, that's a career ender. So he retired. I was actually looking to sell him anyway. He just signed a new deal, but I put him on the transfer list because he was third choice. He was only £250 a week. So I wanted to try and move him on. And we did get an offer for him. Someone did want to take him for zero money, but it would get him off the wage bill. But, not long after that was agreed, he had that cruciate injury. So we ended up with him retiring in the end. So he's off the wage bill. It's not what you want to see. You don't like to see anybody retiring due to injury, but he's gone. So that means that we have a little bit of money in the wage budget. So we can maybe sign a player with that. I think the key thing we might need is either an experienced goalkeeper or a central midfielder. I think that's 2 areas that we could probably do with someone a bit better. Maybe left back as well. So we'll have to wait and see who we can get there. We have also managed to organise a senior affiliate, and it's at Universitatea Craiova. They're in the first league in Romania. It was a toss-up between them, Cluj, and UTA Arad. This was the only one that would give us money every year. So we're going to get about £20,000 a year from this affiliate. And also you get loans for free. But at the moment, they haven't got anyone listed for loan. And if you look in their second team, they've got a bunch of players that are already out on loan. So I don't know that we'll get anything from them this season. But once these players come back, maybe next season we can take advantage of this and get some loans for no money. So pre-season, as you can see, has gone pretty well. We only won a couple of games, but we didn't lose any. I think most of these teams were in the third league as well, in different series around the country. Some of them were in like Series 4, Series 5, Series 8. It goes up to 10. There's 100 teams in this league. And yeah, as you can see, they were mostly okay. It was more about building up fitness than anything. But we did play 2 competitive matches, as I mentioned. So in the first round of the Romanian Cup, we took on CSO Plăpeni, a team that were also in the third division. This game was actually postponed due to a waterlogged pitch. We had to play it 3 days later, which meant that our original opening game of the league against FCSB 2 was pushed back, which is why we're not facing them in our first league match. But we did face them. We beat them 1-0, a convincing performance, but only 1 goal, and that came from our centre-back Wallace on 51 minutes. Yeah, despite 34 shots and an XG of over 2, we could only get the 1 goal, but it was enough to send us through to round 2. And it was there that we hosted SR Brazov, who are also in the third league. And this was a 4-0 home win, much more convincing. Brazov did actually put up a fight, had a few shots on target, a few chances. But yeah, they didn't convert them. We had 4 goals. The first one came from Cipeliu it was about 20 to 30 seconds, so a great start. Zaharia made it 2-0 on 15 minutes to make it 2-0, and then we scored twice late on, and Tohi with a brace, one from the penalty spot, and then another goal 2 minutes later. So 2 late goals to make it 4-0. Convincing performance puts us through to round 3. Now the cup has been drawn all the way up to round 5, but in the third round we've got Gloria Bistrica, who are in the third league in Series 10. So we do have a few second division sides in here at round 3, Bacau, Rasea, Craiova, not the same one that we're affiliated with. It seems like there's 2 teams with that name. So we are through to round 3 in that cup. That's good. And we don't play that again for another few weeks. So we have got a few league games in here. And today we take on our first team, Voluntari, in the league. Yet to play. So we'll see how things go. I'm not sure how we're expected to do in this match, but we'll see. We have got a couple of players in on trial at the moment. It's something that I've not really done too often in FM and something I should probably do a bit more. I was actually speaking to a few people the other day. So the video is going to be coming out sometime in the next week, so I will link. I'll share it out once it's out. But I had a chat with a few other creators, and trials was something that came up, and it's something that I really think I should be doing more. So Kochi is a midfielder that's on trial with us currently, as is Bordianu, who's a goalkeeper who's 22. I did say that I think we need a more experienced goalkeeper, but they're going to be hard to find. But anyway, let's look at the team then. We do have a few injury problems, especially in defence. Wallace is going to be out for a few weeks with a twisted ankle, so we're going to have to remove him. I think we're going to have to go. We'll go Morariu in his place. George Kalintaru's also injured. He's our inverted wingback for the right hand side, so he's also missing. So this is what we're going to go with for our first game. Mushat will be in goal for this first one. Ilya, Morariu, Becha and Vlad will be our back 4. Bajanaru and Nergo will be the 2 midfielders. I'm going to get pronunciations wrong early on, but I will try and learn bits as I go. Pasionel will be promoted from the under-19s. He's going to be the central attack midfielder. Zaharia to his left and Rajdan to his right. And Tohi's going to be the striker. Actually, no, we don't want Tohi. We want Chipiliu. So I have added a few instructions, but not a great deal. As I said, we'll build this tactic as we go because, you know, you want to keep it basic for the lower leagues. And as we move up the leagues and as we move on into the series, we'll start, you know, building up the tactic and adapting it, and the players will learn it as well. So we've kept it fairly simple early on, and then we'll build on it with time. I mean, immediately we have a bad link between Zaharia and Ilya, but we'll try and work on that as we go. Maybe getting them in the same like mentoring group could work. I don't know. I'm not sure if that's something that could work. But well, Zaharia is 30 and Ilya is 20. So there's a big age difference there. So we'll have to try and do something about those links. We have 9 subs on the bench. This first season does allow you to make 5 substitutions per match with 3 times to do so. So we have been doing that in those cup games. So, you know, if things do get a bit tiresome out there, we can make some subs, but I don't really want to upset it too much. If we're in a winning position, I don't want to upset it too much because one friendly, we were 2-0 up. We made subs and we ended up drawing 2-2 as we threw away a 2-0 lead. So if we're winning, I'll be a bit more reluctant to make changes, but if not, then we'll see. Okay, the first match of the season. We're playing in our yellow away kit. I will try and sort out a custom kit at some point because it's something that I think we do need. I have gone ahead and changed the badge because there was a bit of confusion about this. Is that the badge that they used was one that was, I think, is used by CSA Steaua, like the entire sports entity that the army own. But the club, the football club itself, I think had its own badge, which I think that's what that is. Because you've got the big gold star for that European Cup winner, and the 2 smaller gold stars are for their 20 league titles, 10 per star. As far as I'm aware, that is the badge that they should have, and I think the football team does have, but if I'm wrong, do let me know. And yeah, I will try and sort out a kit at some point as well, because at the moment we're just playing in a plain yellow shirt for our away kit, and our home kit is just blue. So yeah, I will see what I can do about a kit. But anyway, the game is well underway. And Zaharia has the ball here for us. Here's Nirgoe to Chipiliu, the striker, playing as that pressing forward. We had a lot of luck with that pressing forward with Sebastian Alle in our West Ham series. So hopefully this one will go just as well. Here's Bajanaru, and that's a bad ball given away. Mihail, and Stoika's going to get on the end of this for the home side and goes for goal, but it's a save by Mushat in goal. Headed away, and Rajdan got a good chance to break here. They've got a lot of men forward, have Voluntario. Rajdan doesn't capitalise though. Hasn't been a great deal of action in this opening 23 minutes. 1 shot at goal and that's it. Corner kick, 38 minutes gone. Bajanaru with it. And it's a header by Zaharia and the rebound is in. It's 1-0 to Steaua. It's our first goal of the season and the first goal goes to Zaharia, who did score in a cup game It's his first league goal of the season. So here we go with the corner kick then. It was Bajanaru. Zaharia with the first header. Good save by the goalkeeper, but he was out of position for the rebound. Zaharia gets the second go and scores. There's about 2.5 minutes left in this first half. Ilie looks for Nergoe, but doesn't find him. He's Voinescu to Stoica. We've got the defensive line slightly high and a low effort by Stoica, just wide. Half time. It is 1-0, and the home side have had, a couple of shots on target, but nothing massive created. We have hit the post. I think that might have been what Zaharia did. I don't think it was a save. It may have been the bar. But he managed to get the second attempt in, so that's good. All right, I'm going to say things are going well, but you're capable of better. No, it's been a pretty decent first half. We haven't seen a great deal of action, but we have the goal. So I am going to drop that defensive line a little bit. At the moment, we have that low line of engagement with a high line. So, we're very compact, but our pitch is fairly large. We've got one of the largest pitches you can have. So I think spreading that out a bit might be a good idea. So we're going to keep that line of engagement low, but just drop the defensive line slightly. But, good first half. We'll see if we can build on it and get another goal and hopefully put this result to bed. So I had their formation up twice. I don't really know why, but we can see the action zones there and, focus of attack and all that stuff. We need a second goal here. 65 minutes. No one's especially tired out there, but we have got some poor performers. I think we are going to make a couple of changes. We're going to replace Rajdan and we're going to bring on Enseanu, and we're also going to take off Passionel and we're going to bring on Iona. But at the moment, this one goal is going to keep us ahead, but it's been a very close game. Voluntari haven't been without their shots. They have had more shots than us, actually. But yeah, looks like we're going to end this with a 1-0 win with 5 minutes to go. I think we will make some more changes now. We'll bring off Nergoe for Mihaiscu. We'll bring on Antohi for Chipiliu. And we do have one more change we can make, which I think we'll do right at the end, just to try and run that clock down. Just get them to focus. Defense. Let's just bring off Betcher for Bakhtar just for the last few minutes. 91 minutes gone. There was a throw in here for Voluntario. It's Ilie, and it's a header, and it's off the bar by Voinescu. A chance to equalise late on there for the home team, but they do not get there. And I think full time, there it is, 1-0 Steaua. We kick off our season with a win, but it was a close game. Zaharia with the goal inside 40 minutes. Decent defensive performance. Ilie and Marariu did well. Mushat with, a few saves, a clean sheet, so a good rating for him. So yeah, for a first game, that was good. A good start. So that puts us on 3 points. Of course, we are a little bit behind everybody else because of the cup game being postponed. So that was our first game of the season, and a few teams have already played their second, but we will slowly catch up, I'm sure. We do have that Steaua game against FCSB. We have that game next, actually. That's on the upcoming Wednesday. And then we face Concordia Chiana. I'm not sure where we'll revisit. Maybe, again, I like to play sort of 4 or 5 games off camera. So we might come to Metal Bujau. I guess it depends on where everybody else is on the predictions. Like, we're 6th. But I think a lot of that is because the 5 teams ahead of us are all second teams. And I don't know that they can get promoted. I don't think that's allowed. So, really, if we finish 6th behind those 5, I think we could still go into the playoffs, because I'm not sure that these guys are actually capable of being promoted, because they're second teams, they're reserve teams. But we'll have to see how things go and just try and finish as high as we can, I guess. As things stand, I think next time we'll do Metal or Buzau. There may be some more cup games added before then, so we may stop before that with Tinari. Depends on if we get through the 3rd round of the cup and on when the 4th round takes place. But I think as things stand, next episode we'll take on Metal or Buzau, and then we'll go from there. But that is going to do it for this video. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed it, drop a like down below, leave comments, and if you haven't done so already, or if you're new, do subscribe and turn on notifications. And yeah, good start to the season. We start with a win. It was a close game. We got the 1 goal that we needed to get us our first 3 points. Good stuff. Hopefully there'll be more points to come off camera. We've got that big game against Steaua 2. We've got, Concordia, Bolazesti, Bistrica. We'll see how things go. But for now, thank you for watching. I'll see you soon. Goodbye.